Hello!
Buongiorno!
Welcome to Park Hopping Mad. I am super hoppingly mad to be back here at Epcot for more Food and Wine Festival 2018. You can see Spaceship Earth behind me. I think we're gonna go giant golfing today. Actually, I wouldn't be very good at that. Today we are going to go around the World Showcase and Future World to take a look at literally all of the food options, perhaps. And we may try one or two, but we're gonna spread out some trips and give some other things a try. Remember to like and subscribe to our channel, like our videos, click our little notification bell for updates, and also leave us some comments. We'd love to hear from you. We love the interaction. All right, let's go. And we're in! Little known fact, we've been placing reverse video into several of our videos now. Can you spot some? Spaceship Earth, leak check, 1, 2. Leak check, 1, 2. All clear, good for takeoff. All right, Grill Master Mickey, which pavilion should we start with first? Should we start with Mexico or should we start with Canada? I don't know, let's find out. Okay, park hoppers, we went the Canada direction. On the way, we have the Hawaii thatched hut here with some items. First, we'll take a look at the menu. Here at Hawaii, you have the Kalua pork slider, the grilled tuna tataki, the teriyaki glazed spam hash, passion fruit cheesecake, Maui Brewing Company Bikini Blonde Lager, and the Florida Orange Grove's sparkling pineapple wine. Oh, wait, and also the Mai Tai. Next up on the way to the Canada Pavilion is the Almond Orchard. It is right in front of the port of entry. We'll take a look at their menu items. Hosted by Almond Breeze, we have creamy spinach and artichoke dip, fire roasted tomato hummus, banana almond soft serve sundae, an Almond Breeze strawberry smoothie, Moet and Chandon Imperial Brut Champagne, Dom Perignon, and Vive Clicquot Ponsardin Brut Rosé Champagne. Did I say that right? There are the lovely pictures of everything. There is yet another booth on the way to Canada as you go to the right into the World Showcase. It is Australia, and let's take a look at their offerings. All right, mates, we have grilled sweet and spicy bushberry shrimp, grilled lamb chop, Lamington, which is yellow cake dipped in chocolate and shredded coconut. That sounds delicious. Hey, $3.75. That might be the least expensive item in all of the Food and Wine Festival here as far as the specialty dishes. You have a Cooper's Brewery Original Pale Ale, the Hope Estate Wollombi Brook Semillon, Franklin Tate Estates Chardonnay, Yangara Shiraz, and a wine flight. Next up on the agenda, not even to Canada yet, is New Zealand. I guess that's fitting that it is literally right next to Australia. Here are New Zealand's offerings. The steamed green lip mussels. Could make jokes about that. Hopefully they're tasty. Lamb meatball, seared venison sausage, Kim Crawford Sauvignon Blanc, Antmore Wineworks Mocha Black Pinot Noir, and the frozen wine cocktail. These pictures make everything look tasty. Oh, hey now, we've actually come upon the actual Canada Pavilion. Let's take a look at their offerings. Lovely log cabin look. Canadian cheddar and bacon soup. We tried that in our first visit for $5. Served with a pretzel roll. We have the Le Cellier wild mushroom beef filet mignon for $8. We also have the Moosehead Radler, the Chateau des Charmes. I'm not going to pronounce all of these. These are all the wines. Hey, and Dasani bottled water. Okay, Dasani. As I mentioned last time, the Canada Pavilion is probably my favorite pavilion aesthetically here. You have this lovely garden in the background. The buildings are very nice. You have the rockwork, the waterfall in the back, these very ornate totem poles, the wood cabin look gift shop. You have the Canada Circle Vision presentation back here as well. Next up is the Ireland Hut. It also has a thatched roof. That's fitting that it's between Canada and upcoming UK. There are a lot of Irish in Canada. Let's take a look at their offerings. You have the roasted Irish sausage, the warm Irish cheddar cheese and stout dip. That sounds delicious. The warm chocolate pudding, which is not terribly priced. You also have Guinness, of course, which is next door at the Rose and Crown in the UK. You also have honey wine and the Guinness Bailey shake. That sounds absolutely delicious, but it is $10.50. I have to say the UK pavilion is very swell as well. Even the restroom sign is beautiful. I feel like there's a show based on these things. I can't place it for the life of me. Is it popular or anything? I don't know. And there is the lovely Alice, part of our park hopping mad crew. Next to the UK is this bridge connecting it with the rest of the world showcase. And also you go down here toward the friend ships, which are often called the friendship boats, but then that alters the pun. It's a friend ship. You see one in the distance. This is how you can get over to some of the resorts, such as the Swan and Dolphin, and also over to Hollywood Studios. You can also walk. There's a great path. We're going to show a video about that in the future, about how to get between the 4 parks most efficiently. Obligatory selfie shot. Here is the France booth for the Food and Wine Festival. France! Ah! What would a France specialty menu be without escargot? There you see, in the form of a croissant. Carbonade de bœuf, purée de pommes de terre. All right, I hope I'm pronouncing this correctly. Crème brûlée à la confiture de framboise. As I call it, creamy brulee. And there you see some additional items, beverages. On our way to the Morocco Pavilion next, we do have the Brazil Mini Pavilion, as I'll call it. Let's see what their offerings are. Moqueca. I have not heard of that. That is Brazilian seafood stew featuring scalloped shrimp and whitefish with coconut lime sauce and steamed rice. Sounds extremely healthy. Crispy pork belly, kind of the opposite. And pão de queijo, which is Brazilian cheese bread. And then also your beers and wines. A very interesting mix of countries. You have Brazil followed by Belgium on the way to Morocco. All of those countries are very, very related to one another. Maybe not. Let's take a look at what Belgium is offering. Beer braised beef, Belgian waffle, another Belgian waffle, and your beverages. Morocco, ladies and gentlemen. Here is the Morocco Mini Pavilion with the specialty food and wine. We're gonna see what's on their menu. The kefta pocket, hummus fries, oh, always delicious, chocolate baklava, and their beverage offerings. As we come up on the Japan Pavilion and Mini Pavilion, you may know from our first video that we did the Remy's Ratatouille hide and squeak scavenger hunt. I have shown you Remy in a couple of these clips already. Wasn't trying to. I'm not asking you to review. Save yourself the fun and come out and do it. Yeah, look for Remy. Here's the Japan Mini Pavilion, and here's what Japan has to offer on its menu. The teriyaki chicken bun, beef nigiri, and the spicy roll, as well as the beverages. That spicy roll looks pretty delicious. Japan is another beautifully done pavilion. They have the entertaining percussionists underneath the pagoda as well. As advertised, the percussionists. The Japan Pavilion also has this shot. Over at the American Pavilion, we have the Hops and Barley Mini Pavilion for the Food and Wine Festival. Let's see what their offerings are. A New England lobster roll, a New Brunswick slider, freshly baked carrot cake, and very many beverages. Disney Bird, it's the American Adventure, everybody. Also part of the Food and Wine Festival is the Eat to the Beat concert series with guaranteed seating, as the sign says. It's over here at the America Gardens Theater by the shore. Next up, the Italy Pavilion. Feast your eyes also on this lovely architecture. I have to admit, I've never noticed this gargoyle type creature at the top of this pillar. Now the Italy booth.
Hi.
Hello.
Buongiorno.
Oh, thank you. Italy is offering the frito misto de pollo alla cacciatora. Mezzi rigatoni, cannoli. Oh, the cannoli. Oh my, yes. I forgot about the cannoli. I might have to try that. As well as all of the beverages.
Un cannolo, sir.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Here at the Italy Pavilion, I did decide to stop and get the cannoli with ricotta and candied fruit. So that's an interesting twist. It's very tiny. It's $4.25. This is going to be tasty though, I think, even with the candied fruit, which is not a preference. Let's give it a go. Mmm. There went the box. So far, so delicious. No complaints here. I think the temperature is really good on it. Sometimes you get a cannoli and it feels like it's straight out of a mega sub-zero freezer, and therefore you don't get as much of the flavor. This one you get all of the flavor of the cheese. And actually the candied fruits are very tiny, so they're not inconsequential, but they blend in nicely. It's nothing that's overwhelming, so that's good. That is recommended if you have $4.25 you want to spend on a nice, cool, creamy, yet crunchy Italian treat. The cannoli at the Italy Pavilion with the cheese and candied fruit. The sky is beautiful. It's almost cartoonish. So over here between Italy and Germany, we have the miniature trains, which are carrying miniature loads of food to a miniature Epcot food and wine festival somewhere in an alternate universe. Right across from the miniature railroad is the Spain mini pavilion. Let's see what they have to offer over here at Spain. The charcuterie in a cone, the Spanish style paella, the seafood salad, and their beverages. Onward into Germany, and it is another beautifully architectured pavilion. Whenever you're at the Germany Pavilion, on the left side of it, don't forget to try to meet Snow White. That's what this line is for. We have waivers from Germany. Here at the Germany Pavilion are the food and beverage offerings. We have the Schinkennudeln, the roast bratwurst, the apple strudel, which looks delicious, and also their beverage offerings. These pictures always make everything look perfect. That's their job. We've seen the bratwurst in person. It looks like a good portion. After Germany, and in the non-pavilion section on the way to China, you have the Africa hut. Here is what Africa has to offer. Beef tenderloin tips, spicy Ethiopian red lentil stew with vegan yogurt and quinoa, by the way. Everything smells delicious here. But also, before we get to China, we have the India mini pavilion slash booth. Let's see what they have to offer in India. We have the warm Indian bread, the Madras red curry, korma chicken, as well as their beverages.
Madras red curry.
Stopped at the refreshment outpost here between Germany and China. Got myself a free cup of water. It's a good place. Splendid China. Here is the China mini pavilion. Here's what China has to offer. A pancake, I will not butcher the first word, chicken dumplings, Beijing roasted duck bao bun, black pepper shrimp, all very tasty sounding, as well as bubble tea and beer and more. Next up, the Norway pavilion. There's a Remy somewhere in here, I promise. Deeper into the Norway pavilion, you have the Frozen Ever After attraction back here, a boat ride. Zena and I have a fast pass for that coming up soon on another day. Going to be exciting! So we're just here to look at the food and beverage offerings for now. Love this waterfall over here as well. The Norway pavilion is huge! When in Norway, do as the Norwegians do and try to meet Anna and Elsa at the Royal Sommerhouse, or Sommerhus. By the way, everybody, the Norway Pavilion does not have a specialty booth for food and wine. Onward to the Mexico Pavilion to complete our proper World Showcase World Tour. or should I say Gran Fiesta Tour. Let's see what they have to offer. Here we go, the short rib tostada, the shrimp quesadilla, the coconut rice pudding, as well as some beverage offerings. And just across from the Mexico booth, we have the Thailand booth, not last and not least. Let's see what they have to offer. Marinated chicken, seared shrimp and scallop cake, red hot spicy Thai curry beef. Definitely not something I should try, but probably is very tasty. And also the beverages. Maybe now officially last within the World Showcase, but not least, we have the Greece booth. Let's see what's on their menu. Loaded Greek nachos, the taste of Greece, spanakopita and bugatsa. It is warm phyllo dough strudel with sweet vanilla custard, lemon honey syrup, and cinnamon. And their beverages. It's Daisy with a meet and greet. She's very, very happy. Xena would love to meet Daisy, I'm sure. Maybe next time. I'll let her know. Ha ha ha, one last stop on the World Showcase, the World Tour here. It's the Islands of the Caribbean Pavilion. We're gonna take a gander at what they have to offer. And then we're going back into Future World. There are a lot of super delicious looking dishes here at the World Showcase. The Ropa Vieja Empanada, wow. Jerk spiced chicken lollipop, quesito, as well as the beverages. Goodbye for now, Grill Master Mickey. I can't wait to taste your gigantic kebab and your corn on the cob. That rhymes. As you exit the World Showcase, if you go out through the left-hand path, you'll come over here to the Art of Pairing Pavilion. The specialty dishes at the Art of Pairing include the seared scallops, truffled celery root puree, Brussels sprouts, and wild mushrooms. Butternut squash ravioli, the trio of artisan cheese featuring La Bottega, the Belgioso cheeses, and also the artist palette of wine and cheese, as well as some additional beverages, accompanied by these awesome green bottle sculptures. It's another booth next door called the Cheese Studio. Here's what they have to offer: the braised beef stroganoff, the cheese trio, maple bourbon boursin cheesecake, oh my gosh, as well as their beverages. By the way, when I said the Art of Pairing, the booth specifically was called Wine and Dine. Okay, further to the right, we have the Chocolate Studio, and here are their offerings. I wonder if it's going to be chocolate products. The Liquid Nitro Chocolate Almond Truffle, Sweet Dark Chocolate Raspberry Torte, as well as some shakes, or a shake, some tea, and some wine. Over here, as you step back into Future World, you have the sign that shows you the culinary corridor. Contents include Earth Eats, Coastal Eats, Active Eats, the Chocolate Studio, where we just were, the Cheese Studio, the Wine and Dine Studio, Flavors from Fire, and the Light Lab. If you go to the right of that sign that we were just at, you come to Coastal Eats first. What do they have? They have lump crab cake, baked shrimp scampi dip, seared scallops, as well as beverages. Coming back to the left, we have Earth Eats, and here's what they have to offer. The Steakhouse Blended Burger, the Impossible Burger Slider. There you go, those two. And then to the left of Earth Eats, you have Active Eats. Here's what's on their menu. The Loaded Mac and Cheese, the Spice-Crusted Verlasso Salmon, Active Eats Energy Bar Bites, and beverages. If you carry on left into Future World just a little bit, you'll come across the Flavors from Fire booth. And here's what they have to offer. Piggy wings, smoked corned beef, charred chimichurri skirt steak on a smoked corn cake, oh my, chocolate picante, and their beverage offerings. Just to the right of Flavors from Fire, you'll come across the Light Lab. Enter, and to the right, and there's probably going to be a line. We did this in our first video, refer back to that one, our first visit to the Epcot Food and Wine Festival 2018. Actually, there's no line today really. Sometimes you can hop right on in. We're heading back out of that building which takes you out right next to Club Pool, where you can get the free soda samples from around the world. Now we're going to go off across Future World toward Test Track to take in the booth for Food and Wine Festival that has, to us, the most clever name. You'll see it in a second. Cutting over to the Test Track area, you have the family play zone on the left in the path behind Mouse Gear next to the water. There is a giant playground area back here. Looks really fun. Again, all the best things are for the kids. God bless them. The family play area is so cute. This would be cool in our backyard right next to Mouse Gear. We're here at Taste Track. Okay, clever name, not so clever visual setup, but it'll do. It's much like a souvenir stand at a racetrack such as Daytona. It is right in front of Test Track and right across from the permanent installment called the Cool Wash, where you can always get sodas. They have specialty sugary and cool treats such as the croissant donut, 4 different varieties of those, as well as the pancake milkshake. I think I would have to be in the mood for that. And some gelato, as well as some water and sodas. And 1 beer, a Miller Lite. I stepped into Mouse Gear for literally about 2 minutes. It was beautiful when I went in. Well, a little gray, a little overcast. Now it's pouring, and I'm trying to leave right now. Oh well, I had to stop in there and get the air conditioning and ask a couple of questions. We're gonna have fun with this. Should I do umbrella or no umbrella on the way to the car? Let's just do this. We're heading on to our way out. I hope you enjoyed our trek through the World Showcase at Future World to look at all of the Food and Wine Festival 2018 food offerings. We're gonna come back some more. We're gonna get at least a couple more visits in and get our specialty Mickey cutting board that's available at Festival Center in the Wonders of Life Pavilion. Remember to like and subscribe to our channel, like our videos, click our notification bell so that you get the updates, and also leave us comments. We love to hear from you. We love the interaction. Take care. Thank you. Come again.
We will.